Let's go to our very next caller now. That will be Ted. Good afternoon, sir. You're on the air.
Good evening, Bill. How are you?
Fine, Ted. How are you doing?
Fine, sir. Thank you.
That's good.
In your preamble, Bill, you mentioned the increasing degree of apprehension pertaining to Muskrat Falls, and I'd have to concur, Bill, that the cost is as yet unknown. Markets are unknown. Coincidentally, it's getting rammed down our throats, and coincidentally, there's a lot of serious issues that are, in my opinion, getting the back of the hand, such as dialysis clinics for Bonavista, Harbour Breton, Trapassi, very, very important issues, and I think they're being completely disregarded in favor of this project, which is very, very grey at the moment.
Ted, what about the argument that we won't have any dialysis units or anything else if we don't increase our income from our renewable resources as a government and as a people? What about that argument? Does that make any sense to you?
If there is income to receive from this resource, it's a very valuable, valid argument, but as of yet, it may or may not be a dark hole, which is... Is
that your fear that the cost, we'll get into it up to our necks and suddenly we'll find ourselves past the point of no return, having to shovel more money into the dark hole, the black hole, as you say, and it'll end up, rather than increasing our income and our revenue as a government, in fact, it'll just be a drain on our resources and budget every year. Is that the problem you see?
That's what I'm starting to perceive, regrettably. But originally it seemed to be a rather promising project. But now it's not 6.2 billion, but it may be 7 billion, it may be 8 billion. Nobody knows. And I can't digest something that's been rammed down my throat in that regard. To be perfectly honest,
those kinds of figures, billions with a B that you're talking about, that just about doubles our debt burden that we're carrying, and we've worked our little what's to the bone, trying to reduce our debt so it won't be too much of a drag on our great-grandchildren, and here we are maybe increasing the debt without the revenue and the income to look after it. It is worrisome, there's no doubt.
Certainly, and coincidentally I was rambling around the computer the weekend and I stumbled across the Liberal platform, and in the platform is their views on hydro development, and with greatest respect, and I think they have a very safe approach. It doesn't seem like we're going to get rich off it, but by the same token, I don't see us going in debt for the next 100 years over this particular platform.
This is the Liberal platform from the last election. Is that what you're talking about, Ted?
That's right, yes. They've got
and what did they say, bro? I'm just trying to refresh. I can't recall what they said. It didn't seem to have much impact on my brain. I'll have to dig it out as you have done. But briefly, what did they say?
Well, it's something concerning the recall of power from the upper Churchill.
I say, yeah.
Also, they've got a plan to try and negotiate with Quebec to get some feasible arrangement going that would be much safer than dishing out $7 or $8 billion and wondering if we're ever going to get the money to pay it back. And I've been skeptical of the Liberals' position before, but now that this Muskrat has evolved to this point where nobody knows how much it's going to cost, we don't know if we got any markets for it. To be perfectly honest, I can't give it all the support I originally gave it, Bill, to be respectful and honest.
All right, Ted, thank you very much, sir, for your frank and forthright comments as usual. We appreciate it.
And, Bill, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my coffee break than speaking with you.
This was your coffee break, was it?
A little earlier break, so I got to run and do an errand shortly after, and I grabbed the opportunity to share my opinion.
Well, thank you for doing so, Ted. And anybody else who has a coffee break or wants to slip a call in fast to us with their opinion on a matter of concern, we'd appreciate it. Thanks, Ted.
Thank you, Bill.
All the best. Bye-bye.